Hello children, now let us discuss exercise 3.2. Okay, look at the question here. What is the sum of any two odd numbers? The second question is even numbers. Sum means to add. If you add two numbers, if they are two odd numbers or two even numbers, what will be the result? So for the first one, the sum of any two odd numbers is an even number. If you add any two odd numbers, the answer will be an even number. So what are the even numbers? They are the 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. The multiples of 2 table. So however you add two odd numbers, your answer will be any even number. The sum of two even numbers is an even number itself. So however you add two even numbers, what will be the answer? The answer also will be even number. So you can give any example as you know. Here the simple examples are given. For odd number 1 plus 3, here 1 and 3 are odd numbers. You'll get the answer as 4, which is an even number. For the B question, you have the example 2 plus 4. 2 and 4 are even numbers. When you add them, you get 6, which is also an even number. Next, we will move to the true or false. The second question, state whether the following statements are true or false. The sum of three odd numbers is even. When you add three odd numbers, what will be the sum? Is it even? No. Only when you add two numbers it is even. When you go for 3 or 5 or 7, the odd number count, the answer will not be even. So the first one answer is false. The sum of two odd numbers and one even number is even. Is it true? Yes, it is true. When you add two odd numbers, you will get even number. With even number, if you add another even number, what will you get? You will get even number only. Okay. Third one, the product of three odd numbers is odd. Yes, of course. If you add three odd numbers together, you will get the odd number itself. For example, if I add 1, 3, 5. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 5 is 9. So when you add, you will get odd number only. Okay. So C option, C question answer is also true. Question D. If an even number is divided by 2, the quotient is always odd. False. The answer is false. You will not get the odd number there. All prime numbers are odd. The question is all prime numbers. So what are prime numbers first? Prime numbers are the numbers whose factors are only 1 and the number itself. If you take number 2, this 2 can be multiplied only using one table and two table. No other tables will give you the answer as 2. So it is a prime number. If you take number 3, 3 is possible only with first table and third table. So it is a prime number. But if you go with 4, the 4 is present in one table, two table, 2 2s are 4 you will get, and also in fourth table. So it gets repeated in other multiplication tables also. So that is not a prime number. Instead we call it as composite number. Now they are saying all prime numbers are odd. Is it true? No, because 2 is a prime number and also it is an even number. Okay. So question E answer is false. F. Prime numbers do not have any factor. False, because prime numbers has factors. The factors are 1 and the number itself. Question G. Sum of two prime numbers is always even. It is false. When you add two prime numbers, it is not necessary that it should be even always. Question H. 2 is the only even prime number. Yes, 2 is the one and only even prime number. All other prime numbers are odd numbers. Question I. All even numbers are composite numbers. What is composite numbers? I already told you. The numbers which have more than their number of factors. Okay. So the question is all even numbers are composite numbers. Here we have 2 as a prime number. So this statement goes false. The product of two even numbers is always even. True. If you multiply two even numbers, your answer will be, without any doubt, you can say they are even. So the last one is also true. Now we will move to question 3. The number 13 and 31 are prime numbers. Both these numbers have same digits 1 and 3. Find such pairs of prime numbers up to 100. So this is a practice question which you are supposed to do. I already told you what are prime numbers. I'm giving you the answer here. Even then you can make yourself a try. You have 13 and 31. In both the numbers you can see 1 and 3 are the numbers used. And both are prime numbers. You need to find such prime numbers within 100. So the answer is 17, 71, 37, 73, 79 and 97. Now we'll move to question 4. Write down separately the prime and composite numbers less than 20. So less than 20, what all numbers you have? You have the numbers starting from 1 to 19. Among these numbers, you should separately write the prime numbers, the numbers which are divisible by itself and 1. So they are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17 and 19. All other numbers such as 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16 and 18 are called as composite numbers. Why? Because they occur in various multiplication tables. Okay. Now we'll move to question number 5. What is the greatest prime number between 1 and 10? We have and we know the prime numbers 2, 3, 5 and 7 comes within 10. 2, 3, 5 and 7 are the prime numbers between less than 10. Among that, which is the greatest? It is 7. So that's the answer for question 5. Question 6. Express the following as the sum of two odd numbers. So you have a question as 44. What you should do? You can represent them using any two odd numbers. So here first one you see they have written 3 plus 41. 3 is an odd number, 41 is also an odd number. It is not compulsory that you should use the same numbers what is represented here. Instead, you can change. If you write 1 plus 43, even 1 is an odd number, 43 is also an odd number. When you add, you will get 44. So like that, you are going to solve. 36 can be written as 5 plus 31. Both are odd numbers. When you add, you will get 36. 24 as 7 plus 17, you will get 24. So both are odd numbers. Fourth one, 7 plus 11 is equal to 18. So again, it is up to you, children. As you decide, you can choose two odd numbers. When you add them, you should get the answer as 44 or 36 or 24 or 18. Question number 7. Give 3 pairs of prime numbers whose difference is 2. So you need to find two prime numbers. Pairs means in twos. Two prime numbers of how many pairs? 3 pairs. So you should make 3 set of numbers whose difference means the subtraction. When you subtract those two numbers, what should be the result? It should be 2. So look at the answers given. 3 and 5. Is 3 a prime number? Yes. It is divisible only by itself. 5 also is a prime number. It is divisible by itself. So what is 5 minus 3? You will get 2. So this is a correct pair. Next, 5 and 7. 7 minus 5 is 2 and both are prime numbers. So there also the answer is right. 11 and 13. So 11 and 13 are also prime numbers, and when you subtract you will get the answer as 2. So here also your answer is right. So these are the 3 different pairs of prime numbers whose difference is 2. We'll move to question number 8. Which of the following numbers are prime numbers? In question 8 you need to find which all are the prime numbers. You have number 23, 51, 37 and 26. So 23, it is divisible only by the table 23 and 1. And 51, it is possible for you to have 51 in any other table. Just check it out. You can. 37, it's divisible only by itself. And 26 is possible in various other tables like 2 table, 13 table, etc. So we can say the number 23 and 37 are the prime numbers. Why? Because they are divisible by itself and only by one table. Question number 9. Write 7 consecutive composite numbers less than 100 so that there is no prime number between them. See, this we need to practice looking at each number from 1 to 100. In that, you should find a set of composite numbers. Okay, not the prime number. In between, no prime number should come. Such type of 7 numbers you should write. So the answer is 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95 and 96. These numbers are in a sequence from 90 to 96 and they don't have prime number in between them, and all these are composite numbers. Now question 10. Express each of the following numbers as the sum of three odd primes. So this, as we already did in the previous one of the question, you have given with a number, you should write it in the sum of three prime numbers. You can choose any prime numbers, but you should take three prime numbers. When you add them, you should get the given number. For the first one, you see the number is 21. So they are chosen the numbers 3, 7 and 11. 3 plus 7 is 10, 10 plus 11 is 21. All three are prime numbers. Similarly, B, 31 is equal to. So how they are saying? They are adding 3 plus 11 plus 17. Choosing three prime numbers. When you add them, you get the answer as 31. Next one is 53 and 61. In both the cases also you can notice they have chosen only the prime numbers. The prime numbers when they are added, the three prime numbers when they are added, you will get the given number. Question number 11. Write 5 pairs of prime numbers less than 20 whose sum is divisible by 5. Just see, you are going to take prime numbers, okay, in 5 pairs, 5 sets, and they should be less than 20. Okay, the numbers what you are going to choose, the prime numbers what you are going to choose should be less than 20, and you are going to make 5 pairs. When you add those numbers, and we will get a result, isn't it? That result is a multiple of 5. That result should come in fifth table. Okay, so here is a one for you. First one, you see, they have taken 2 plus 3. 2 is a prime number, 3 is a prime number. Yes, of course. When you add them, what will you get? You will get 5. 5 is a multiplied factor of 5, isn't it? 5 ones are 5. 7 plus 13, you will get 20. 20, it is a multiple of fifth table. 5 fours are 20. 3 plus 17, 2 plus 13, 5 plus 5. In all these cases, you can see they have chosen only the prime numbers. When they add two prime numbers, they are getting the result of a number which is a multiple of 5. Okay. Next, you have fill in the blanks questions. A number which has only 2 factors is called a prime number, because prime number will have only the same number and 1 as their factors. So 2. A number which has more than 2 factors are called as composite number. 1 is neither a prime number and a composite number. We cannot say 1 is a prime number and also is a composite number. It is neutrally standing. The smallest prime number is 2. 2 is the smallest prime number. The smallest composite number is 4. The composite number starts from 4. The smallest even number is 2. So with this, we are ending up with exercise 3.2.